Yeah.
All right. World of Warcraft.
Man, I'm so torn on this one because I will admit I really like fantasy movies, Lord of the Rings type stuff. So World of Warcraft movie would be right up there for what I like, what I enjoy. Um, I'm a little afraid that they made it too computerized, not dark and fighting enough.
So that's a concern I've heard a lot of, and here's my retort. You ready?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Go.
Okay. I could not be happier about how cartoony that thing looks.
Really? You're
So-
going to have to explain to me why you're okay with Bugs Bunny just randomly popping up in that movie.
Well, here's the thing. I play a lot of World of Warcraft. And what you just described, Bugs Bunny popping up in the middle of your movie, that's not far off from what actually happens in World of Warcraft. I mean, I remember the first time that I walked into Goldshire or whatever, and there was like 6 night elves standing on a mailbox dancing naked in their underwear.
I just want you to know that dancing naked in underwear is not dancing naked.
My wife just pointed that out to me as well. Okay,
I just walked in and all these people are dancing naked, fully clothed.
Well, okay, so they had their underwear on. They weren't naked.
All right. But touche, the goofy things happen. But see, for you, you're a World of Warcraft fan. You play it a lot. But the general public, when they go in, are they going to enjoy that? Or are they going to say, this doesn't feel real? It doesn't feel like a real place. I feel like I'm watching a computer game.
If there isn't a moment where a soldier is walking by through Stormwind, yelling at the top of his lungs, looking for group, need 2 more, got heals, I'm not going to believe this movie is real. Like, there's no way that this world is going to be real enough without somebody yelling that. And then a whole bunch of people making fun of him for asking for a group. That is what I'm expecting from this film. A whole bunch of people calling me idiot because he can't figure out how to yell right for a group.
All right. So you want it to be goofy and weird. I don't think the general public is going to grasp on like they want it.
In all seriousness, the visual style is goofy, and that makes me very happy. The story of World of Warcraft can be as serious as it wants, and it will be. The visual style, what people are complaining about, this kind of CGI look it has, is the goofiness visually it needed. Especially to differentiate it from other fantasy epics like Lord of the Rings. Like, if we had it too gritty looking... you have a thought.
I do have a thought. That just that hit me right there. But see, people keep saying, "Oh, it looks too much like Lord of the Rings." The reason why Lord of the Rings was so successful, and you can see this between Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. Okay, The Hobbit freaking sucked. Lord of the Rings was extremely good because when I went to Lord of the Rings, it felt real. When they went to Bree, it looked real. It felt real. The goblins looked real. The orcs looked real. They felt real. They looked like that could be a legit place. Then when I get to The Hobbit, everything's CGI. It all looks fake. It doesn't look real. When they zoom in, it looks fake. I'm not in this real world. I don't feel like there's a real world. I feel like I'm just watching a computer game.
Here's another thing. If you read the deep lore, the deep doctrine of World of Warcraft, a lot of it is really not original. Like, you saw from the trailer, Thrall is Moses, man.
Oh, they even put the basket in the river, man.
Exactly. Like, there's a lot that is a straight rip, and a lot of it...
I'm making cookies.
She's baking cookies.
Oh, okay.
World of YouTube. My wife is currently baking cookies. So a lot of their story elements, they've got some incredibly unique ones. Like, there's some story elements that are incredibly unique to World of Warcraft, that are fantastic, that are interesting, good storytelling moments. But there's a lot of their rich history that is, like, straight ripped from something else.
Yeah.
A lot of it intentionally, a lot of it to kind of just kind of mock the whole genre intentionally. But now that it's actually supposed to be its own world, they've got to take these moments that are kind of silly and make you believe in it. So they can either try and convince you that Thrall is a unique, interesting, developed character, just happens to act a lot like Moses, or they could set it in kind of a sillier tone. You know what I mean? Just so you don't take any of it too seriously while these dark, serious things are happening.
I mean, I disagree, but that's fine. I think they needed, if they wanted to get a strong following and really get World of Warcraft, because you're automatically going to have people that go, Warcraft, for nerds, not going.
Yeah.
So if you really wanted to get a following and get your name out and make it a good movie for the general public, you needed to do something more along the lines of Lord of the Rings. I understand World of Lord of the Rings. I was going to say World of Warcraft, but then I realized that would be contradicting. So,
all right. So, thumbs up, thumbs down.
I'm going to put it right there in the middle. I'm not going to say thumbs down yet. I'm going to put it right there in the middle.
So as long as it doesn't take itself too seriously, I'll give it a thumbs up. But I'm not going to lie, I thought that trailer was lame. And it wasn't because of the graphics or anything like that. I thought the lines that were being spoken were just spoken so terribly.
Yeah.
And so as long as in context those lines are less lame sounding, I'm fine.
Yeah.
But right now, just on what I heard of the script in that trailer, I'm pretty nervous about it.
I'm worried that they will have spent so much time in making the backgrounds and the castles and the mountains look amazing that they didn't focus on the story.
Yep.
And even though they're like, look how amazing it is, I'm going to say, yeah, it looks amazing, but it still looks like a computer-generated area.
Which is fine if you're looking for 2 more for your raid.
Exactly.